Last segment of the show. Hey, how was that for?
To screw up Eddie.
Because you can't understand. I said doghouse, baby. Last segment of the show. Listen up, bitch. So, yesterday, we were in some sort of discussion about something. I don't know what it was. And then there was a phrase that popped out.
Mm-hmm.
I instantly thought about the phrase and then challenged it. And then that carried over into the office. It carried an argument into the office. Sure. Let me play the clip from yesterday, and then let's get some listeners to weigh in. Before we sign off on this, son of a bitch. 10 million. You don't need more than that.
I know.
You're just the lucky one that happened to hook up with the penis.
Right. And he hooked up with a lot during the marriage.
Yeah.
He had a port in every storm. Every NBA city had a chick, from what I understand.
A port?
A port in every storm? I don't
You
get
know what
that.
I'm saying? Come on.
So out in the middle of...
There's a port in every storm.
Do you understand that there's storms just on land? Why would you need a port there?
It's a saying.
There was a storm
Not the right one.
in
Well, what is
Montana.
it?
There was a storm in Montana last night. Is there a port there?
There's a porthole in every cruise
What about
ship.
just a girl in every city?
Yeah.
There's a port in every storm. That didn't make sense to you.
It doesn't make sense.
Somebody back me up. There's
Because
a port
there's
in every storm.
storms.
No one's backing you
There's
up.
a port in every storm.
866-313-FREE. We get into the office, and then Zach says there's no such saying. I had to back Elvis in agreeing that I've heard that saying before. So
Thanks,
I
buddy.
think that there is such a saying as a port in every storm. However, I challenge it because it makes no sense. There is not a port in every storm.
There's not a saying a port in every storm.
Right.
There sure
Yes.
is.
Oh, yes, there is.
No, there's not.
There is.
It's not.
It's not right. Yeah.
What does it apply to?
So you're saying
What
that
I
he's
was
saying it
talking
wrong?
He said it wrong yesterday, and I don't know where those words came from, but it's not even the right
Those they
So-
just don't go together.
sentence.
Have you
Port in
heard
every
anything
storm.
like that?
It sounds like it could have been like he was trying to say a girl in every port.
No, I didn't
Right.
say that.
That's what it sounds like he was trying
There's
to
a port
say.
in every storm.
But there wouldn't be a girl in every port. It makes no sense. You gotta somehow draw the two together, a port and a storm. And I have heard it many times in my life, actually.
think it might-
It's just that it should never have been established. Whoever started the crap
There might
didn't think it out, and then idiots like this just throw it out there when it
Spew it
doesn't
out.
make
Right.
sense.
It doesn't
Telling
make
you,
sense.
It could have
makes
started
a lot of sense.
No,
where
it doesn't.
there might have been a port for every storm. But still, that doesn't make sense.
No.
Try to find the
If
words.
he went to
But there's not.
say
Right.
even if he went to like Portland, let's say,
That's got nothing to do with it.
there's no port in Portland
How do you know that? You ever been there?
Well,
because
I
there's
used to
no
live
water
there.
around it.
There's a river right through it.
Rivers don't have ports.
The
Ports
hell
are off
they
the river.
don't. Now
through
you're
it?
making no sense. Let's go to Vinny, please, in Long Island. What's up, Vin?
Doghouse.
What?
Listen, he's absolutely right.
Nope.
Thank you.
Port in every storm.
What the hell does that
Just
mean?
'cause you
Vinny?
said
Someone do me a favor and look it up, or one of the callers. No, actually, it's better if it comes from one of the callers. Don't look it up.
You're right.
Maybe a caller can tell us where did this start, because, again, the person had no business starting it.
No.
Yeah.
I mean,
no business saying it.
if you said there's a port at every seaside storm, but still there's not. You got a lot of seaside storms and there's no port there.
Available.
Areas of
There's like
port
2
in
dozen
every
ports.
storm. That means
What does it mean?
Anytime there's a storm, you got a port to go into.
No, you
And
don't.
be
don't.
safe. The hell you don't.
And you used that yesterday to analogize Michael Jordan's
Yeah.
promiscuity.
Exactly, and that makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Well, maybe I was a little off, but man, it made sense. Everybody knew what I was saying.
I didn't.
Yeah, you did. Joe in Clifton. Hello, Joe.
Yo,
Yep, you're on.
hello, Doghouse.
What?
Come on.
Come on, Joe.
Hey, the saying is any port in a storm, meaning like, if things are hairy, you'll take any port.
Right.
That makes sense to me.
That's what
So
it sounds
Michael
like.
Jordan tried to get into a hairy port,
Yes.
and it caused an
In
ice
Portland.
storm.
That doesn't apply to that situation at
Right.
all. There should be no
All right,
ports and storms relating to Michael Jordan.
Okay,
Wrong.
again, what did he say? The caller, help me here. He said what?
Any port in a storm.
Any
That's
port.
not right.
Yeah, that
There's a
sounds
port
right.
in every storm.
If there's a storm,
No.
you're not going to be choosy about what port you go to.
Correct. That's what.
Wait, say it. I mean, say it in a sentence. I'm not getting this.
Any port in a storm.
Yeah.
That's the way it's supposed to come out.
Say it in a sentence again, please. Say it in a
A
sentence.
sen-
Okay.
A saying is a
You're
sentence.
such a bad person. Any port in a storm will do for you. That's basically. You're such a slut. Any port in a storm will do for you. So like any girl, any opening,
Any port.
you can go into.
Any storm.
Port.
That saying sucks.
I don't think it should. I don't think it should relate to
The
women.
saying that I have said,
It should relate.
or I
to
mean,
sex.
heard
Right, it should
my
relate
entire
to-
life is the way he said it.
No.
Yeah.
Well, then whoever
That-
gave it to
that
you,
makes
There's
no
a port in
sense.
every storm.
Absolute
Why is
imbecile.
there? There's
He
not
had
a port in every storm.
He
There's
had
not
one.
a port in every
I
storm.
know, I'm right here.
There's port. Any port.
barely
There's a
even
port.
ports in this country.
He had a port
There's
in every
ports on the
storm.
coast.
It's yeah.
Every time. he
Maybe,
went
yeah,
somewhere.
that's how much game he had, that he had a port in every storm, despite the fact that the average storm doesn't have one.
That's some pull. Damn right.
That's
Mark.
some serious port pull.
Mark in
Maybe,
the
but it
Bronx.
doesn't
Mark,
change
hello.
The fact that he used the wrong term.
Mark hung up. Mike, what's going on, bud? Mike.
Yo, doghouse.
What?
All right. The saying is any port in a storm.
Right.
If you're at a bar, last call, you don't have a girl yet. That's a storm. You'll settle for any port.
Right.
Jordan was never in any storms. You know.
Now I'm more confused because
I
you're
am
saying
too.
you'll settle for any storm.
no any
Any
port,
port
in
in
a
a storm.
When it's storming out,
Right.
you're going to go to the nearest port,
For safety.
no matter what it looks
Yeah.
like.
Makes
Because-
sense.
Because you're in trouble.
That makes
And
sense.
it makes sense that he had a port in every storm.
No, it
no,
doesn't.
It
because
does.
Jordan would
No, it
never had a
doesn't.
storm.
Jordan didn't even have the storm.
No,
Right.
he didn't need it.
He
He
had
had
a
Yeah, so the
Jordan.
saying it wouldn't apply. It's
Right.
non-applicable.
Right. However, a girl in any port does apply.
Yes, it does.
I'm not sure on that.
A girl in every
What?
city. Because there's like
Clink clang.
derivations of that phrase.
Derivatizations.
Derivations?
Derivations.
Derivations. That's a word.
Derivations?
Derivations is a word.
You're sure?
Wouldn't it be derivatives?
Yeah, derivatives. Derivations, like.
Isn't it deviations?
Yeah,
and derivatives?
deviations.
I combined
I
them.
might have done that. I might have put two words
I'll
together.
back it up. Yeah.
Derivations would be better.
Dumbass,
Right.
fatty.
Okay, I'm a jerk. Whatever.
Okay, so just really quick before we go, and we're late again, but before we go, let me figure this out. That saying would not apply to Michael Jordan because, like the caller said, he doesn't have
No.
the storm situation.
Right.
No.
He's not desperate. So to say Michael Jordan, boy, he's got a port in every storm, it was just the whole thing was whack. You're saying the saying wrong, and even if you said it right, it doesn't apply.
Yeah.
And that is the bottom line.